Hello, fellow travellers. It's a wonderful, wide world out there, just waiting for us to explore, soaring through the clouds to a distant city, sailing across the sparkling ocean on a majestic cruise ship. The journey itself is part of the adventure, but it requires a little preparation. Recently, the folks who keep us safe updated some rules. A few everyday items are now restricted or banned. It's not to make life harder, it's to keep trips safe and smooth. These changes can feel confusing. You might have packed something for years, only to find it's no longer allowed. That's why we'll walk through these guidelines, step by step. Think of this as the inside scoop before you pack. We'll look at what's changed, we'll understand the reasons, we'll discover easy alternatives. Knowing what you can and cannot bring will save you time. It will prevent your belongings from being confiscated, and it will let you start your vacation with a smile. The main goal for airlines and cruise lines is safety. Hundreds or even thousands share the same space. Many new rules target preventing fire hazards. We will break down 8 specific categories with new rules, for each what the item is, why it's restricted. So grab a comfy seat. Let's get you ready for your next trip. Make sure the only surprises are happy ones. Let's begin with the category of gadgets that many of us consider essential. Cordless hair styling tools, portable chargers, cordless hair straighteners, curlers. However, these devices often use lithium batteries or small butane gas cartridges to generate heat. Airlines, governed by bodies like the Transportation Security Administration, have identified these as a potential fire risk, especially when packed in the cargo hold where a problem might go unnoticed. The concern is that they could accidentally turn on and overheat, or the battery itself could malfunction during the flight, creating a dangerous situation. So what should you do if you can't live without your cordless straightener? The rule for airlines is quite specific. You are generally permitted to bring these devices, but they must be packed in your carry-on luggage only. Additionally, they must have a safety cover placed over the heating element and be protected from accidental activation. For cruise lines, the rules are often stricter. Most cruise ships ban all items that generate heat irons, steamers. It's always best to leave them at home and use the hairdryer provided in your cabin. Similarly, portable chargers and power banks, which we all rely on to keep our phones juiced up, are under new scrutiny. Like cordless stylers, these devices contain lithium-ion batteries. The risk of these batteries overheating and catching fire has led to a universal rule across all airlines. Power banks are strictly prohibited in checked luggage. They must always be carried with you in your carry-on bag. As seasons change, so do the items we might think of packing, especially around holidays like the 4th of July or New Year's Eve. Let's talk about something that should seem obvious but needs reinforcing: fireworks and pyrotechnics. These items are absolutely, unequivocally banned from all airplanes in carry-on in checked luggage. They are explosive and pose an extreme fire hazard that is simply too great a risk for air travel. The Transportation Security Administration is very serious about this. Attempting to bring fireworks on a plane can lead to significant fines and even federal charges. This ban includes everything from sparklers, firecrackers, larger display fireworks. The reasoning here is straightforward: fire safety. An airplane is a pressurized, enclosed environment, and an accidental ignition of a pyrotechnic device in the cargo hold or cabin would be catastrophic. The same strict ban applies to cruise ships. You are not allowed to bring any fireworks or explosives on board. Cruise lines have their own professional, spectacular fireworks displays on certain sailings. Now for an item that might be more of a surprise: the Bluetooth speaker. Many of us love to bring our own music to the beach or listen to a podcast in our room. However, cruise lines have started to crack down on these devices. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 Cruise Line, for example, has recently banned them entirely. You cannot bring them on board. Other lines, like Royal Caribbean, may allow you to have them in your stateroom, but have banned their use in public areas and on their private islands. To avoid any issues, the best alternative is to pack a good pair of headphones. Small, portable, non-surge power cube with multiple USB ports, great for cruise travel. This way, you can enjoy your personal soundtrack without disturbing your fellow passengers. For airlines, Bluetooth speakers are generally permitted in both carry-on and checked luggage without any issue. This is a key difference to remember. What's fine for a flight might not be welcome on a cruise in our hyper-connected world. A while back, some tech-savvy cruisers discovered a trick to boost the ship's Wi-Fi in their cabin. They brought their own travel routers or even Starlink devices. However, cruise lines have caught on and have added these items to prohibited lists. If you try to bring a personal internet router on board, it will almost certainly be found during security screening and confiscated until the end of your cruise. You'll be able to collect it upon disembarkation, but you won't be able to use it during your trip. First, these unauthorized devices can interfere with navigation systems and communication systems. Second, they can create cybersecurity vulnerabilities for the ship's network. And finally, these devices often hog a disproportionate amount of bandwidth, which can slow down the internet for everyone else who paid for the ship's Wi-Fi. The best and only approved alternative is to purchase the cruise line's official internet package. While it can be an added expense, it's the only way to get connected safely and without breaking the rules. Another item that has long been a source of confusion is the power strip. For years, cruise lines have banned any power strips that have a surge protector. The ship's electrical system is different from a land-based one, and a surge protector can create a fire hazard by overloading the circuit. Savvy travelers found a workaround using non-surge protected power strips, or by using power cubes. However, some cruise lines are tightening these rules even further. Royal Caribbean, for instance, has recently banned even non-surge power cubes, causing some frustration for guests who rely on them to charge multiple devices. The best and safest option is to bring a multi-port USB wall charger. These devices plug into a single outlet but provide several USB ports. These are widely accepted by almost all cruise lines, including Royal Caribbean. Staying hydrated is important, especially when you're on vacation in a warm climate. For a long time, cruisers could save a little money by bringing a case of their favorite bottled water on board with them. Unfortunately, those days are largely over. Most major cruise lines have now banned guests from bringing cases of bottled water or other plastic bottled drinks on the ship. This rule change has been implemented for a couple of key reasons. It became a common way for some passengers to try and smuggle prohibited alcohol on board by emptying and refilling the water bottles. The best alternative is to pack a reusable water bottle for each member of your family. The water served on cruise ships is perfectly safe and filtered. Water stations, especially in the buffet area, to refill your bottle all day long. This is better for the environment and ensures you always have water on hand without breaking any rules. While cases of water are out, many cruise lines do still allow you to bring a small quantity of other non-alcoholic beverages. For example, lines like Carnival, Royal Caribbean typically permit each guest to carry on a 12-pack of canned soda, juice, sparkling water. It's crucial that these are in cans, not bottles, and they must be brought on in your carry-on luggage, not your checked bags. Most cruise lines allow each adult passenger of legal drinking age to bring one sealed 750ml bottle of wine, champagne. Bringing any hard liquor like vodka, rum, whiskey is strictly forbidden and will be confiscated. You can pack alcoholic beverages in your checked luggage as long as they are in their original, unopened retail packaging and meet certain alcohol by volume limits. Many of us have become more conscious of cleanliness when we travel. It can be tempting to pack our own powerful cleaning supplies. Large containers of household cleaning products are prohibited. Bleach, strong solvents, large aerosol disinfectant sprays. These chemicals are considered hazardous materials. They can create toxic fumes or leak in your luggage. Instead, bring disinfecting wipes, Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes, or small travel-sized aerosol for personal use. To avoid disappointment at the security checkpoint, it is crucial to know that all items resembling a weapon are strictly banned from cruise ships. Water guns, Nerf guns, any kind of replica firearm, not allowed. If you buy a decorative pirate sword or a replica knife in a port of call, you will not be allowed to bring it back on the ship. Security will usually hold these items and return them on disembarkation, but it can still ruin a child's day. If you or a loved one uses a scooter, check the cruise line's accessibility requirements. Carnival requires scooters narrower than 22 inches. Leave personal irons and travel steamers at home. They are universally banned due to fire risk. Instead, pack wrinkle release spray or use ship laundry pressing services. Before every trip, take a few minutes to visit the airline or cruise line's official website and review their current list of prohibited and restricted items. Travel safely, travel wisely, and have a wonderful time. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with fellow travelers. Safe journeys and happy adventures await you